It's Friday, it's Boxing Day, and you know what time it is. Premier League predictions is back, boys and girls. And I can't lie, this might be the last time we do this. Because why am I 16 points behind Shaib? 16. 16 points behind Shaib. Wallah, this is getting embarrassing. I'm getting cooked in my own league table. I'm getting cooked on my own channel. I'm getting cooked in my own show. What's going on here? What is going on? But as you guys can see, the leaderboard currently is standing with Shaib being top place with 86 points, Hussein with 81, Hasib with 78, and myself with 70 points. 16 behind Shaib, 11 behind Hussein, 8 behind. Hey, fries. This might be the last time, but this one, I just vibed it with a little bit of research as well. Like usually, it's pure research. Away record, home record, head-to-head, who's missing, who's playing, yellow cards, X, Y, and Z. But this one, I vibed it, but I was checking a little bit as well. If it doesn't work out, next week it's all vibes. If that doesn't work out, fries, no more Premier League predictions. I'm telling you right now. Before we get to the first game, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and of course, comment your own predictions and who you think will be leading this week's table. We have got the first game of the season, the first game of this game week, which is actually today, between Man United against Newcastle. Massive game. Big game for Man United with everything that's gone around them. Of course, their loss last week to Aston Villa wasn't ideal, even though they played well. Like United fans were happy. United fans had no complaints towards Ruben. You played the youngsters, fairs. You played attacking football, fairs. You created chances, fairs. You actually better than Villa themselves, fairs. But it's just the usual defensive mistakes, which happens all the time with Ruben Amorim. And now with a lot of injuries, they've got a lot of injuries with Bruno being out and the midfield looking just defeated, and like that. No Ahmad, no Mwemo, no Mazraoui on the right-hand side due to AFCON. United look weak. Then you're playing against Newcastle team who really and truly just hit and miss. They are so hit and miss. Like the game against Chelsea, first half, amazing performance, and then boom, second half, they go back to square one, completely lose the game. They could have lost the game, but they managed to get a point. The week before that, they lose to Sunderland with an own goal from Automade. Like, they're just hit and miss. This game is actually massive for both teams because there isn't a lot of points separating them in that little top 5, top 6, top 7, top 8 race, and one win just takes you very close to top 4 behind Chelsea. I genuinely think with United struggles and the injury record and Ruben just being under pressure and a lot of key players missing for United and Newcastle, when they know they're playing a big team, I would say, because all the big teams, all the teams which have faced this season, the likes of City, they did well. Arsenal, they did well. They lost towards the end. Chelsea, they did well. Like they start well, they just can't finish. And with United, hey, if you get 1-2 goals against them, the game is done. United mentally are not very strong. Hence the reason why I've predicted Newcastle to win 3-1. And you've got Hasib predicting 2-1 Newcastle, Shaib predicted 2-1 Man United, and Hussein predicted 2-1 Man United. Then you've got Forest versus Man City. Another game. If Man City wins, they go top of the league. They did it last week, and now they're doing it again. But Arsenal managed to bounce back and managed to win last week when City won. Now this is another chance for Man City, but this is a bigger game. This is a more difficult game. Last week, it was West Ham. Now you're going away to Forest, who they slowly starting to pick up points. They're slowly climbing above the relegation. They were like in relegation and a couple points behind West Ham, but now they've got a 5-point separation between them and West Ham, but still not convincing for Forest. Man City, you're looking at the team, they're firing all cylinders. They are firing all cylinders. Like, there's no weaknesses at the moment. Everyone is shining. Everyone is doing well. Even without Jeremy Doku, who's been injured, they're still doing well. They're still playing. Ryan Cherky, look what he's doing. Phil Foden, look what he's doing. Haaland, look what he's doing. The back line, the midfield, all right, of Nick Gonzalez. Everyone is delivering. Everyone's playing well. Hence the reason why I think they will continue. The momentum will continue. The momentum will continue. I do think they'll concede a goal, but I think the momentum will continue. I've gone with 2-1 Man City. Hasib has gone with 2-0 Man City. And Hussein and Shaib has predicted 3-1 Manchester City. Then we've got Arsenal against Brighton. And again, similar to last week, City play first before Arsenal plays next. And this is another chance that if City beats Forest, they'll be top of the league for maybe 2-3 hours, similar to what it was last week against Everton. But they managed to beat Everton, which was a massive, difficult game. They played, if you guys remember, in the midweek against Palace, which they won in penalty shootout. Now they go a game against Brighton, who Brighton has just been hit and miss, bro. Brighton has just been so inconsistent. Games you think they would win, they don't. Games which you don't think they will win, they go away to Forest and beat 2-0, they win. This is the game which I think Arsenal will continue. Arsenal will maintain the level, and Arsenal will get a healthy record, a healthy result. And I've gone with a 2-0 Arsenal win. Hasib Hussein used the double points. He's saying 2-1. He's saying 2-0. And Shaib has predicted 2-0. So 3 of the boys are predicting 2-0 Arsenal win. Another clean sheet for Arsenal. They've got Brentford versus Bournemouth. And I can't lie. I keep saying this, and I never do it. But I'm starting to get annoyed with Bournemouth because every time I predict them to win and every time I think they'll do well, they don't. How many games now? What, 7 games, 8 games, which they haven't won a single game, which is a bad result. Like, brother, them men were fighting. They were second at one point. Now they're all the way in 14th, 15th. All the way down. Like, the decline has been crazy. And, of course, now with the reports that Semenyo has now agreed personal terms with Man City now, he could be leaving. That brings more pressure on this Bournemouth team and this Anthony team, because you're missing and you're about to lose your best player. Your best player, period. But one thing about Anthony, no matter who goes, they still do well. Dean Huijsen left. Kirk has left. The back line, all left. One went to PSG, one went to Liverpool, one went to Madrid, one went back to Chelsea when they got sold to Arsenal and Kepa. Solanke left. Everyone's leaving, but they still managed to win. But this is the game which I feel like this is a must-win game. This is an absolute must-win game against a Brentford team who's not great. A Brentford team who's so bad to watch. A Brentford team which the fans are basically screaming, get the manager out. So Bournemouth, if you don't beat this team, a lot of pressure will be on Bournemouth, whether they can actually forget even doing well and even finishing mid-table, bro. Could West Ham slowly get close to them? This is why I think this is the final of the week. I think they'll break the drought, that little 7, 8, 9 games, little winless drought, and I think they'll win. I use my double point, which I think I'm 100% certain that Bournemouth will win. The rest of the boys are not predicting Bournemouth to win. They've just given up. They've given up. Both Hussein and Shaib has predicted Brentford to win, and Hasib has predicted a 1-1 draw. Then you've got Burnley versus Everton. Burnley, I can't lie, Fries, championship is calling. Everton, tough result against Arsenal, even though like it was a deserved, because I don't think they did it well. But now, of course, with no Iladai. Wait, what? Who the hell did I just say? Who the hell did I just say?
Oh, my God!
But, of course, they're missing the best player. Dewsbury Hall, I think, is out as well with an injury. I think this is difficult for Everton, and I do think they will still win, but it will be a very, very close win. It will be a 1-0 win, in my personal opinion. I've gone with 1-0 Everton. Hasib has gone with 1-0 Everton. Shaib has predicted big 3-1 Everton, and Hussein has predicted a 1-1 draw. Then we've got Liverpool versus Wolves. And Liverpool, there is no way you are about to let Wolves pick up the first win of the season and we're in game week 18. Because if it happens, if Wolves win, Onslaught, you must get sacked tomorrow. But I don't think they'll win. You know how I always think Wolves will... I'll be there. I will be there when Wolves pick up the first W. And I will be the first person to predict, because no one else in this league leaderboard, no one is predicting any Wolves win. I'm the only one that keeps going, and I keep losing the point. This is why I'm lost. I love to be different. I love to be unique, and this is why it's not helping me. It's not. I'm special, but it might be in different ways, fam. That's why I'm rock bottom, because I keep doing this. I keep trying to be the person getting it right, and this one around, I'm not going to predict Wolves to win. I think Liverpool will win, but it's not going to be a massive scoreline. I think they'll win okay, 2-0 win. Of course, no Mo Salah, who's currently in AFCON. Isaac is, of course, out as well, but Hasib, I've gone with 2-0 Liverpool win. Hasib has predicted 3-1. Same with Shaib. Same with Hussein, apologies. And Shaib has predicted 3-0 Liverpool. Then you got West Ham versus Fulham. West Ham, they are in a bad spot. No wins in the last 5-6 games. They're 18th, 5 points behind Forest, who's in 17th. After that nice little run with Nuno, they are now just hopeless. They're bad to watch. They can't win, and they're playing against a Fulham side who's actually done well. They managed to pick up a big 1-0 win against Forest last week, and they're in that little mid-table spot, which I think it will continue, but I don't think they'll win. I've gone with a draw, 1-1, and the rest of the boys have all predicted different results. Hasib 2-1 Fulham, Hussein 2-1 West Ham, and Shaib has predicted a similar draw to myself, 2-2 draw. Then you've got, for me, the biggest game of the game week, Chelsea versus Villa. 3rd place versus 4th place. This is the best game of the weekend. And this is a chance for one of those two teams to basically make a massive separation. You got West Ham, if they win, they'll be 10 points above Chelsea. And 3rd place will be guaranteed for me. There's no way they will bottle a 10-point lead. With Chelsea, this is your chance to close the gap. To Villa, because if you don't win today's game, if you don't win this game, then kiss goodbye to top 3. You have to now fight for top 4 amongst other teams fighting amongst you. Like, other teams are close. Bro, there's so many teams 2 points behind them, 3 points behind them. This is your chance to close the gap to Villa, and you try to get that 3rd spot, because top 2 looks to be done. Now it's all about 3rd or 4th, but if you lose this game, 3rd is gone. Now you just have to fight for 4th. And the players are all back. Cole Palmer's back. Reece is back. They had a nice little comeback draw, I would say. Again, this is like the 2nd time which I say win when Chelsea's drawn. Arsenal and Newcastle, but felt like a win. But they should have won. The amount of chances Garnacho missed, oh my goodness. But they're playing against a Villa side who's in a 9-game winning streak. Like, Villa looks incredible. They look unbeatable. The teams which they've managed to beat as well, the likes of Arsenal, the likes of United, other teams as well. And they look very, very tough to beat. Very, very tough to beat. This is going to be a massive game. Massive game. It's hard to predict, but I think I've gone with more my head, because I do think Chelsea at home, and with all the players back, I do think they'll win. Hence the reason why I've predicted Chelsea to win 3-1. Hasib has predicted 2-0 Chelsea. Shaib has predicted 3-1 Chelsea. And Hussein has predicted a 2-2 draw. Then you've got Sunderland versus Leeds. And this is the only game, which I actually said to myself, you know what? I might get it right. Because last week, I was the only person to get Leeds to beat Palace. I did some research, fam. I saw Palace with injuries. No one else did that. And this week, everyone thought Sunderland's going to win. Yeah. Bro, look at this. Everyone has predicted Sunderland to win, because it's the easy result to pick. It's the bait result to pick. This is what they want you to pick, but not me. Again, this is why I might be last, fam. I keep being different. But fam, Sunderland have got 7th place for AFCON. 3 starters. Ronaldo, Habib Diarra, and one more person, which I forgot his name. All the players in the AFCON, fam. Like, look at the team tomorrow. It's not the Sunderland team that you know. Leeds, brother, the last 4 games, 2 wins, 2 draws. Farke has done well. And I think that will continue. Hence the reason why I predicted Leeds to win 2-1. But all the other boys has predicted Sunderland to win. And the last game of the game week is between Palace versus Spurs. A loss this game, Thomas Frank might be under massive pressure, but I don't think it will happen, because Palace still without the best player in Sarr, still without the 2nd best player in Menuz, and still without the 4th best player in Kamada, and all of them are out. Palace, of course, played a tough, long game against Arsenal a couple of days ago, which gives Spurs a lot more rest as well. I do think Spurs will win, and I'm predicting Spurs to win 2-1, and everyone else is predicting Palace to win. By the way, you guys have seen the pattern, right? Everyone is predicting. 3 of them are predicting one team. I always try to be different. So you guys see a pattern why I'm last place. But I think something will click. You know what Ronaldo said? The moment I will propose to Jorginho, it needs to click. I think this is the game week which it will click for me, and I will start to make a nice little push for that 1st place. If it doesn't, brothers and sisters, this might be the last episode of the Prem Prediction.